Wonderful good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our last morning session for this week. It was calendar week number 6, and today we have February the
Wonderful good morning, ladies and
5th.
gentlemen,
Oh,
and
that's my own
welcome.
voice. Here we go. So, welcome on YouTube as well. Good morning, wherever you are, Vladimir. Good morning. And I'm really happy that you spend your lifetime next 20, 25 minutes with me for having an outlook about the market and something question. I have a question of the day, and maybe I have a joke of the day today. And let's see about our running trades and some new trading ideas for today. Because we switched up to 4-hourly chart is a little bit more easier and a little more calm to make a successful trading. So I hope you had a great night and a good start into your own trading day in the last maybe working day in this week. Okay, some one of us must work on weekend as well, so me too. But I love my job. God is my mission to help people to become successful in trading. So, what was the big event yesterday? Yeah, it was the rate decision of England. So they kept the rate decision, the rates at 0.1, but we saw afterwards a lot of movements in the British pound because Mr. Bailey mentioned he wants, or the Bank of England wants to do everything to keep the economy strong, and they will use every tool what is necessary. It reminds me a little bit to Super Mario when he said whatever it takes. So that was similar words Mr. Bailey used yesterday. So as a consequence, we saw really, really strong moves in the British pound. But we want to see it in the chart directly. And now I want to switch. I want to give you my screen right now. So here we go. Okay, so here's the chat. And by the way, guys, please feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. And I want to answer if it's possible this morning. So wherever you are. And of course, I have an interesting question for you today, but a little bit later. So feel free, as my host in the back says, or in the chat box, you can see the question. Feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. I will do my best to give you the right answer. So trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to their complex nature. So please feel free and be aware that you are responsible for your own trading. I don't, or I never give you any advice. So we only talk about the markets and some trading ideas. You're responsible for your own trading. So what we are doing in the market, that's the approach. Success, guys, is not a fantasy. It's a formula. We know as private traders, we only can work with probabilities. Oh, by the way, probabilities. Next 2 weeks, invite your friends. We start with basic knowledge about the big topic, the law of probabilities. Next 2 weeks, starting on Monday, I give you deep knowledge about, normally I use it for my coachings, but you are the Trading Spotlight community, and I want to share it with you. So you want to dive deeply into this really interesting topic. But basically, that's the hit quote. We had around about 70%. And that's the rules. This is one of my trading approach, one of the rules. Valid trend is needed. Young trend is needed. We want to run out of the correction, at least 38%. And then if you work with Heikin-Ashi, then wait for the balance candle. Or if you work with normal candles, then you have to use any patterns, whatever. But make it easy as easy as possible, because you can focus on your mindset. That's the most important thing. So let's go to the news this morning. The news highlights, you can find it on Admiral Markets, by the way, here on Education, Analytics, Premium Analytics. If you have a real account, then you can go into your real accounts, and then you can see this Premium Analytics. So this morning, Partisan pressures weigh heavily as Senate looks for COVID-19 relief deal. They have a lot of discussions about the big numbers outside there. Because Yellen on the lower side, you can say Mrs. Yellen says we need to act big on COVID relief. So they will spend much more money into the market. And you can see it at the markets, they rise and rise and rise. The sky is the limit. And why is it? Let's have a look at the market. And we switch directly in this news to the Dow Jones. As you can see, we are rising, exactly rising, but we are actually in 4-hourly chart, we are not too expensive. Because point of control in 4-hourly chart is placed at around about 30,206. So we have a lot of space to go up. So why is it? We have, the point is the money is looking for money. So how you can get money? Most of the important point, you can make money in the markets. So people, especially in USA, they're growing up with investing in shares and something else. So they are used to spend money in the stocks or in the indices. And this is the point why we see rising prices. So we have a lack of different or alternative forms of spending money, like bonds or properties and something else. So people are jumping into the market if they have experience or not. So they see like GameStop last week. And this is why we see rising prices. We have a lack of alternatives for any kind of spending money and how you can use your money, especially in USA. So, but this behavior, what we can perceive here on the right side of the chart, is most of the times is a sign of the last stage of the horse. So be careful with that. We will expect, and we will expect very soon, I guess during the next 3 months, we will see some backsteps and we will see a little bit more corrections. But actually, I guess we will see more rising prices because we have more stimulus packages around the world, especially in USA, in Germany as well. So I guess people will spend more money into the stocks and indices. Okay, so here we go. Michael, good morning. So that's the point. So other different news this morning, you see stock rise to record as jobless claims fall because we have good job data yesterday and today, very important data coming out, the jobless numbers, the official jobless numbers will come out today. So it's that's the numbers or the news for the day. So what we expect today, then here we go. It is, you see, that's the most important numbers for today. News, the US employment report. The previous was minus 140,000 K and the focus is 50,000 K. Let's see what will happen this evening. So this means if you are a day trader, which means lower than 4-hourly chart, if you trade indices, stay on the sideline. This is the effect of surprising numbers is too big that you can expect anything else. So stay on the sideline, focused on your rules. That's the most important thing. So there come other numbers today, but in India, Canada this morning, but we are focused on 2:30 this afternoon on the employment report. So again, stay on the sideline. You cannot predict the market. Please save your money. You have to protect your account at first. Okay, so guys, that's the big numbers for today. Now, we want to have a review of this week. So we had 2 rate decisions this week. First of all, we had Australia. So Australia, we had no changing in the rate decision, 0.1, I guess it was. And if we have a look at Australia, US dollar, for example, then we can see the effect on it. So let's do it in that way. So you see that was a number. So we didn't have any kind of effect at the market, but we had a little bit a stronger Australian dollar during the last. We remained into within the red zone. So the price is, no, that's hourly chart, sorry, 4-hourly chart. So you see the price or Aussie dollar after the rate decision, we had strong prices. A lot of people, a lot of traders bought Australian dollar. Why? It was the press conference. They said they will do anything to keep the Australian dollar strong, and they will extend all the tools at April in the future. So that was not the expectation of the market, which means people bought Australian dollar. But now look the price right now. The price came back. Why? It's a trend. You see, that was only a small correction, and the trend is still valid. And now we are on track back to the point of control. So maybe we'll find an interesting signal there. So the other point, the second decision was British pound. And now we have a look. Let's have a look at the British pounds to US dollar. And you could see, here we go. So what happened here, you can see strong British pound. Why? The same. There was no changing. They kept the rate at 0.1. But in the press conference, Mr. Bailey said they will do whatever it takes. They will use every tool to keep the economy strong or to let it rise again. So for a kind of recovery, and they have a lot of vaccine in in Great Britain, and they vaccinated almost 600,000 people a day. So I guess they are really good on track at the moment. So let's see, we have strong prices in British pound, but in 4-hourly chart, be careful, because the point of control, a normal price, is at 1.29. So we have a lot of space to go up. And this is why I want to go short in British pound USD. But I want to show you another interesting example, and this is Euro British pound. So look at this one. So what do you say? Is this long or short? I guess even the blind man with one eye can see this is a short trend. So what's the problem? I want to show you an interesting number. Look the trader sentiment. Oh, you will find it, by the way, this private trader on MetaTrader 5 special edition version. You will find it on View and Navigator, and then you can see on Expert Advisors, it's the sentiment trader. So I suggest to use it sometimes if you have extreme positions. And look at this one, Euro British pound, 86% of private traders are long. How stupid is that, guys? There is no wonder that 77% lose money in trading. Why? They have a limitation in their minds. And this is the worst sentence ever, what all private traders use in their mind. The price cannot falling deeper. And that's really, really stupid. Prices can always go higher or deeper. It's just your perception of your mind. So you see 86% of all traders at Edmond markets, they are included in, they are involved in this Euro British pound are long, guys. And the price is falling. So who has more money? Institutional money or private money? How stupid is that? But why? That's the human part. That's the human part. Private traders try to catch the low all the time, but no one is thinking about the volume. And volume on institutional money is always so much higher and so much more available than private traders. So this is not the time to go long. If you go long, yeah, it's your decision. But then, sorry that I have to say it very clearly, that's stupid decision. My teacher taught me when I used this situation to go long, almost he punched me in my face and said, "You're an idiot. If you are going long there, that's an idiot trade." Why? Because it's your perception. Why you want to go fight against the trend? Why? Why do you want to fight against the big money? Why? How stupid is that? So follow the rules and then you can make money. So this is an interesting situation for that. So you can use the sentiment trader, wait for it when the number is changing, because private money is always wrong, unfortunately, always wrong. And we make this morning show, and Paul and Jens make their webinars to teach you the right or a proper way to become successful in trading. But this one is not the right way. So follow the rules. That's the interesting point. So like, for example, in a euro, US dollar, for example, here we go, euro, US dollar. I have it here. Here we go. So euro USD in Foley chart. Yeah, that's a short position. That's really fine. Because why? Yeah, you follow the rules. You're working with the trend. That's the point. So what do you think about the concept accumulation, manipulation, and distribution? Yeah, that's the rules, Samu, that's the rules. Accumulation phase means there we want to go in. So for example, let us see in our running trades right now, Australian Canadian dollar. So you see, that's the trend. And here we go. That's the accumulation phase. Here, that's the accumulation. That's Dow theory. That's nature of trading. And this is what we talked during the rest of this week. You see on the right side of the chart, it's your perception. And we need to work with pictures. But it's just only your perception. We are among of millions of other traders, even pro traders. But everybody has its own perception. And this is the point why you have to follow rules, because you cannot have an effect on your trade. You can do nothing that your trade will go into your direction. You can do nothing. So what is absolutely necessary to become successful in trading? And here comes the question of today. And maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe it is, but please be honest to me. And now let's make a quick experiment. I know you are really excited about that, but now please just follow me a couple of moments. So lay back a little bit, close your eyes. Just close your eyes, a couple of seconds, and then think about one question. Are you really happy? So that's the question of today. Close your eyes. That's a question of today. Are you really happy? Yes or no? Feel it and then type it in a survey. Even you can do it on YouTube. Are you really happy? Feel it here. Feel it here. Don't feel uncomfortable. It's just a question. Are you really happy? Do you feel it? Happiness. Close your eyes, go into your heart and your mind and feel it. Are you really happy? Yes or no? Okay, guys, thanks a lot. We have 56%, yeah, 53%, but we have 47% that say no. So guys, And this is the question we must think about. And I want to send you to the weekend with these questions. And I want to please you. Take your time at the weekend, just a couple of minutes. Go outside, take a walk, whatever. Get into your room, close the doors, sit down and feel why you don't feel happy. Where's the relationship to trading? Guys, if you don't feel happy, you don't have a clear mind. And to become successful in trading, you have to be in your inner center. If you have other construction places in your mind, because you're not satisfied with your kids, with your wife, with your relationship, with your job, something else, believe me, I made this experience in my own past. If you don't feel happy, you cannot become successful in trading because your mind is not able to focus on two construction places at the same time. And trading is a big, big construction place. So please sit down and feel and think about why are you not happy? Believe me, maybe you will smile about that, or maybe you will think, "Oh, Markus, you're an idiot. What? Maybe I want to trade right now." Yeah, I know that. I have made the same experience, but this is what my teacher taught me. Markus, when you are not happy, you cannot become successful in trading. Find your inner center. Find your real freedom. Find your happiness. And happiness is not depending on trading. Happiness is a part of your life, wherever you are. Trading is a part of life, but life should never be a part of trading. So think about it a weekend. Take your time. And if you are not happy, take a paper, take a pen, and write it down. Why are you not happy? And then change it. And if you don't want to change it, believe me, that's the path to suffering in the future, especially with trading. So as the weekend is approaching, could you please comment on what it means to keep positions overnight or even over the weekend in terms of margin requirement, fees, risk? Yeah, Stefan, this is a part of the swap costs, of course, but that's the only point. If you are engaged in 4-hourly chart, I hold my positions over the weekend. So there's no problem, but it's a part of the swap cost, and MetaTrader shows it to you. So what do you think about the concept I said? Yeah, okay, here we go. So Australian Canadian dollar. We went into this trade actually, and here we can see, you're welcome. So we went into the trade and it's really easy, but now the plan, we must follow the plan, guys. So you see, we are a little bit in loss. We are on the way to continue the trend, but now you see, I have an alert there. At the moment, at the beginning of my trade, I trail my alert bar by bar. And if I have a close, not spike, a close above my last candle, then I cut this trade. And that's the big benefit of our rules, because the other 3 rules are still valid. We have still a trend, we have still a young trend, sorry, and we have still in the correction. So we can wait for the 4th rule, we can wait for the next balance candle, and then we can go in again. But cut the loss, keep it as small as possible. No hope, no regret, just focus on rules. That's the only point we can make money. In New Zealand, US dollar, now we are on track. But you see, I have a trailing stop by alert, bar by bar. So, and if I have a close above that, then maybe I will cancel it and I will cut it. I take my profit and wait for the next balance candle. Why? We are still in the correction and I can wait for the next signal. That's the plan. No hope, guys. No regret. No something else. Follow the rules and cut the loss or take the money out and wait for the next signal. If we have enough volume, then the price will rise or will decrease in that point, and then the trend will continue. And the third area I have open is US dollar, Canadian dollar. So you see, yesterday we went in, the price rised up and came a little bit back. But you see, here is my, no, here, I guess I will hear my alert and I can give it a special sound, for example. So here's the sound. Here we go. That's the sound. And I give it every 3 minutes, so I cannot forget it. So, and if I have a close below my alert, then I cut it. And I try to get in the next time. And especially in US dollar, Canadian dollar, we have a lot of space to go up, guys. So we have space for, let's see, around about 360 points, pips, which means 300 euros with a mini lot. So that's really, really fine, guys. So, but cut the loss and wait for the next signal. So I have different things for you. Put it in your watch list, Swiss franc, Japanese yen. I want to open a position there. And of course, I will publish it in our trading spotlight community. You will find it here. Oh, we have 239 attending participants right now. Come on, come in our family, and there you will see all the approaches and the trades from Paul, Jens, and me. So this is the next one, Euro Australian dollar. We have a trend. We are on the correction. We are focusing on 61, and it will open a position on the next balance candle. Euro Japanese yen, same like Swiss franc. And Euro New Zealand dollar, it's not a trend. And here we go, that's not a trend as well. And here in New Zealand Swiss franc, we have a lot of space to go up, but we wait for that. So for today, Euro Japanese yen, Euro Australian dollar, Swiss franc Japanese yen, and here we go. That's the three for today. And we can open a position and I will publish it on my trading, on Trading Spotlight community. So guys, where can I download Supreme Edition? At the homepage of Admiral Markets, you will find it there. It's really simple to download it then on this home page. So guys, that was a really, really, really interesting week. So as I mentioned, next week, we want to talk about the topic of probabilities. And I want to say thank you. Oh, the result. I forgot the result to show you because I have this is on FX Blue at the moment. So I'm focusing on pips, not on money, because money is the consequence if you follow or the result if you follow the rules. So actually, you will find my orders, and that's the closed orders. So we are in money a little bit in loss at the moment, but in pips we are a little bit in profit. That's fine. So we have to wait, and the job is follow the rules all the time, and then cut the loss if it doesn't work. And we will prove it that we can be successful in following the rules. And we have a second setup, but I want to explain in one of the next sessions, trend trading. And I want to introduce you a second setup. It's movement trading, but this is a part for later games. So follow this wonderful session, this morning session of Admiral Markets. And if you have any questions on YouTube, you can see it. You can type the questions there and we can talk about everything. And never forget, guys, I'm a German guy and my English is colored by German, but I hope you understand everything. And I thank you for this wonderful week. And of course, I have the joke of the day. So two mates were talking to each other. One says to the other, I've read so many books about smoking and drinking that I've decided to give it up. And his mate says, what? Drinking or smoking? No, reading. What a stupid joke. So guys, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Have a lot of fun and think about the big question. Are you really, really happy? And if not, then change it. Otherwise, you cannot be successful in trading. If you're happy, then let's change the world with trading guys, so we can change a lot of things together. So my word is always the same. Have courage and be kind, and may the force be with you. See you. Bye-bye.